All right, welcome back to the Virtue Bowling Supply YouTube channel. My name is Chris.
My name is Josh.
And today we're bringing you guys another edition of our sport review series.
Today we are here at Bolero Via Linda on a fresh 2025 PBA Scorpion oil pattern. With that being said, let's get right on into it.
All right, starting off with the Intel Tour. Yeah. This video of ours just came out our comparison to this one, and I was thoroughly impressed. Yep, same. Yeah. I personally think this is better than the NUs that
I 100%
came from.
I don't think it's
brands.
even in the same category, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just its own thing.
Right. I feel like it's early enough for most patterns, but it also feels like it doesn't hook at your toe.
Yeah.
Like it has a little bit of length through the front part of the lane, which I like.
I feel like I don't have to force it. It's like a lot of urethane balls like tend to hook so early, you're like, whoa, that's a little too much juice, but this one, best of both worlds.
And it actually retains energy, which I like.
Shot.
Like that one, I felt like I laid down pretty soon, and sometimes I feel like with balls that are too early, like that reads and just pukes, but like it actually retained energy.
Yeah. That one definitely got to the friction a little earlier.
Yeah. So I've been hearing that other people have had this being earlier than a concept, but I feel like a concept is earlier and sharper than this ball.
Yeah, I would definitely say the concept's more off spot.
Yeah.
I think this is smoother to that, a little bit more
100%.
predictable off friction.
That I agree with. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's well sick. That's well sick.
What's crazy too is I feel like this wouldn't look half bad on a house shot either. Like I feel like you'd be able to, you know, it would almost fit like in an axiom kind of category, like it's still big, but still shapes. Ooh boy. Wow. I did not like that very much.
All right, so initially I think I gave this ball a fire, and I think this ball is well deserved to be in that category. All the other NUs I did not like at all. I'm pretty sure I gave mess or potatoes to. This one is really, really good. I see how versatile it is. I haven't thrown it on house yet, so I don't have that quite, but the two patterns that we have bowled on, it's been really good. It's made pretty tough patterns look pretty easy, so this ball definitely fits in the fire category for me.
Yeah, for me, I originally gave it a fire as well, and this one's gonna have to stay there. I feel like I haven't really seen any sign as to bad ball motion really, which is another good sign, is like I was able to miss a little bit and still get away with it. So definitely still sticking in that fire category. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw that combat solid.
Get over there. Almost.
Not quite. I tried.
Yeah. This has the same cover as the Zero Mercy, I believe.
Yeah, can tell. Feels big.
Yeah. I don't think it's quite as early, but I think it's early,
still,
but it shapes more.
It still shapes, yeah, it continues. Yeah, it's my equivalent of your shot.
Yeah.
I have noticed with this one though, if I don't like perfectly catch it, I will get that hit quite a bit, but it's a big ball. Like, you know, you're trying to get 9 most of the time.
Wow, that was definitely in the oil.
Yeah.
But strong enough to actually still shape a little bit.
That miss in right now feels scary because I feel like the ball never wants to really see it.
Yeah, this ball I think especially for higher rev rates, I think fits a lot better in the strong and smooth category on a pattern that has a decent amount of volume. I feel like this ball for most people that are rev dominant is going to be like a Zero Mercy solid, where it's like you don't really end up using that a whole lot just because it's so much ball.
Yeah. Oh yeah, money.
But still pretty good.
Oh yeah, this is a big ball I throw in a house, you know what I mean? It's still blended early enough, but not so big like a Zero.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So initially on our house shot review, I gave this one a meh just because of, you know, being a higher rev rate. You don't typically gravitate towards the really strong bowling balls. But like I said, with patterns that have a little bit more volume, with this ball being not quite as early as a 0 and it still shapes, I feel like it's gonna be really good. My misses in were early enough that it's still red, but like if I got it out, it still retained energy enough to get off spot and like continue through the pins. And that's what I noticed about this one in the house shot videos, is it actually continues a lot more than most strong and smooth bowling balls, which I actually really liked. So I think I stick with my meh for the house shots for sure, but with it being on sport, I think it definitely, in between that meh and fire category, I think it's definitely got that versatility.
Yeah, I originally gave this one a meh as well. I'm gonna push it up to a fire. I've thrown this a couple of times and I still feel like, even though on a house shot it doesn't look as good typically, like I still feel like it's usable. For me, I also feel like most big balls, you're not staying in them for too long on a house shot regardless. So to me, that kind of goes out the window a little bit, because this ball, like I said, still fits that category. It's still quick enough to it, so fire for me. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw the Wicked Gremlin. Oh Lord. Definitely see the outside miss definitely goes. Even though it's long, that's another thing about patterns, is knowing where the friction is, because it may not necessarily mean you just got to move in, you know.
I wasn't sure if that one's gonna hook, but
yeah, there's friction out there for sure. Just got to find it. Love that one.
So from what I've seen of other people throwing this ball, I feel like they have seen it in somewhere in like the medium category, where I think this ball is too early for me to be in like the medium smooth category.
I would agree.
I still think it's strong. Like it's still earlier than most like benchmarky shapes, I guess. That was not very good.
That's right. Ooh.
That was definitely rolly.
Yeah, and that's where I think what you just said, you know, applies, because it definitely rolls so forward off of it, was what I've noticed. A lot of medium balls tend to be a little bit more angular to that friction, where this one just definitely just kind of takes its time.
Right.
See, like I still feel I can get it to shape. Like to me, this one still feels cleaner than like the combat we just threw.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's still like a big ball. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I totally agree.
Yeah, I think it's closer to like a Spawn. You know, I feel like those two are.
That's pretty
comparable.
accurate. Definitely stronger than I feel like they marketed it to be.
Yeah.
But it's not like at your toe early.
Shot.
Yeah, it's like it's angular enough to get off of it, but it's not like sideways.
Yeah, like for me as a straighter player, like sport shots, this was probably still, if this was the first ball out of my bag, it would need to be hit with surface.
Oh, yeah.
But most likely I would be throwing something just a little stronger. See, like other big balls that miss in would have taken off, but like it was clean enough to get through that.
Yeah, even I've thrown this ball quite a bit, and it's got a decent amount of lane shine on it, and it still feels like it's pretty strong and early and smooth.
I almost like it better lane shine, to be honest, because I feel like it blends a little nicer.
Right, but I thought it was pretty strong for where it fit, like in the bag, out of box. So having a little bit of lane shine for me, I feel like it actually makes it a little bit better, honestly. Definitely with how forward you said it was. Like I've noticed bowling on house shots, like I don't stay in the ball too much, just because I can't get it to continue that much. It definitely for me fits in the weaker end of strong and smooth because of how early it wants to be. It's not quite in that medium category. I gave this one a fire when we initially rated it, and I think I've seen nothing but being fireball motion, if I'm being honest. On sport and on house, I think this definitely fits in the fire category.
Yeah. Same situation here. Originally gave it a fire. I'm going to keep it there as well. Like I said, I just feel like this ball is kind of that almost second big ball. Like I said, like almost keep it shiny or even polished, just to like that big ball once the one with surface goes away. That would be where I put this ball for me. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw that Fallout next. This ball for me has been one that I feel like my opinion has definitely differed from other people's opinion.
I think so too. I feel like for most people this ball rolls pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it's this strong symmetric ball, but for some reason I just feel like it doesn't match up the greatest. Well, I have not thrown it on sport yet, so we'll see. I think with how strong this ball comes off out of box, I feel like patterns with more volume is typically would look a little bit better.
Yeah. That's another thing. I feel like a lot of times for me too, like bigger, stronger balls are going to look better on sport just because it has that volume in the front most of the time.
But again, I feel like this ball shines so fast.
Yeah. Yep. I feel like every time I've thrown this ball, I feel like I have the issue of it hooks twice.
Yeah.
For me, where I see it hook in the front and then it kind of waits in the mid lane, and that just like scares me because I am like, are you going to take off or are you just going to labor? You know, and it's tough when the when balls do that.
Right, I agree.
It's in a little.
Yeah, not quite early enough to get off
like
that,
the miss in right now, even the big balls were having a hard time, so I was like, once we get to the cleaner ones, I'm curious to see how they react there.
Yeah, this ball, if you have it or if you're planning on getting it, you need to maintain surface on this one for sure, just because of how quick it lane shines.
Yeah. That's right. Woo. Wow. I thought that May would have overhooked, but that's better. Oh, wow. Still.
Yeah, just never
just gotta get it to that earlier spot.
Get it to the friction enough.
Yeah.
Like that, I didn't feel like was a terrible shot.
No, but same like if I actually hit my target both shots, I feel like it wouldn't have hooked because I missed both of them a little right. You know what I mean? Like, what does that do?
Let's go. If this like hockey sticks off of it, I would be a little upset.
Yeah.
But we'll kind of show like how I've seen this ball not really match up to what I feel like I should see. Yeah. Finally saw friction it checked, but then it went
again. Like it kind of hooks twice almost. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. I do think there's a time and a place for it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's becoming more niche the more I throw it. Now that's wild. Like for a ball I don't like, it strikes a lot.
I think for you it definitely looked better on sport. I feel like I don't know how many times I struck in our comparison today, but it wasn't that many times. It wasn't very many times. And initially gave it a meh. I'm pretty sure I gave it a meh. It looks slightly better when there's a little bit more volume, but like I said, how it lane shines quite a bit. You definitely need to maintain surface, and mine just doesn't have that much surface on it right now. So definitely doesn't look the greatest, especially today. I think this ball sits in the meh category for me. Unfortunately, I feel like a lot of people have liked this ball quite a bit, but there's something about it that just doesn't quite match up to me. Yeah,
this one I believe I gave a meh as well, and I know I struck today with it, but I'm still going to keep it there. I still feel like you can still strike with bad ball motion. That's another thing, is like I still feel like it wasn't giving me confidence in where it was hooking. So at the end of the day, like you got to trust it. And I know it was, like I said, I know it's striking, but like to me, some of those were not good shots. So still going to stay in that meh category. So now we're going to go ahead and throw the Heckler Taunt next.
That's good ball motion.
Yes, sir.
Definitely a little earlier than the fallout.
Yeah.
The Heckler Hybrid I really liked.
Yeah,
and this one I think is just a little earlier than that.
Ooh, a little wobbly. Yeah, a little slow on that one. Balance was all over the place at the line. But
yeah. So I always hear, I agree with ZVL, Zach at ZVL Bowling. He always says about talking about hybrid bowling balls and kind of where they fit in. They fit in two categories. They either fit like a solid or they fit like a shiny pearl. And I feel like this ball feels like a solid and the Heckler Hybrid feels like a shiny ball.
Yeah, 100% would agree with that.
Yeah, like that was in the oil where the fault never saw it, and it actually early enough in it saw it and actually continued.
Yeah. Hybrids, all they are is ratios. That's all they are. You could have a shiny hybrid, you could have a dull hybrid, Oh boy, yeah. Oh, that was good,
Yeah, it's pretty good. That one even got a little bit of rotation on it. So wanted to see it early enough.
Yeah, to me, this is like a weak big ball. I know that sounds weird, but like you get the floatiness through the fronts, but it's still big enough to where like
it's more of a mid-lane read than
it's not allergic to oil for sure.
Yeah, I think out of all the shots that we've thrown on camera with this ball, I'm pretty sure I've missed one time.
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't like, I feel like I liked the original Heckler Hybrid a little bit better, but ball motion kind of speaks for itself on this one. I feel like it's actually really good. With it feeling more like a solid, it doesn't hook at your toe, but it still has a really strong mid lane read, which I really like, but it retains energy. And so that, like, for me at least, in a lot of higher rev rates, you kind of need that for really good ball motion, especially with a stronger ball. And this ball does that. So I think I gave this ball a fire when I initially rated it. I think this ball, I think it's going to be in the nuts category. It's fire or nuts. I think I'm pushing it to a nuts just because of how many times I've struck. Like, I think I've only missed one time on camera. So
I originally gave this one a fire. For me, I'm going to keep it there. Like I said, I still love the way it shapes. I just feel like for me, I could have missed a little bit more. I think I missed a little transition just there, but like I said, it's still, even when I'm behind, it's still giving good ball motion. So now we're going to go ahead and throw that Theorem Delta next. Now, as we were talking about hybrids,
this is shiny.
This is shinier for sure, but this feels like a shiny hybrid. You know what I mean? Like, wow. See how much more, definitely more downlane shape for sure. I've loved my Theorems though. The OG Theorem is still my favorite. At the end of the day, this is that one ball where I feel like it's just a house shot killer.
Yeah, it has that clean, more angular shape, but it also has a smoothness to it where it's not going to go absolutely sideways.
Yeah, AKA the best of both worlds.
I have noticed I've thrown this on the house a couple of times, and sometimes it feels like it doesn't get off spot enough, so I really have to use the friction more than I would like to.
Yeah.
It's still been pretty good.
Oh yeah, kind of like that a little bit. Yeah. Wow. Now I kind of got a little spinny with it.
Well, like I said, it doesn't like absolutely hockey stick.
Yeah, no. And like the Heckler, I think would have been way too much off spot there. You know what I mean? Where that like floated a little bit. That's good. Yeah. Oh yeah. That
one was more to the friction and even a little bit slower because I moved a little bit left to see how it would shape, and it
boomerang.
Beautiful ball motion. Don't get that many hits very often.
I mean, I'll take it. I'd rather be boning 9 pins than 8 pins. So
initially, I gave this ball a fire. I think that doesn't fit anywhere else but fire. I think it's just the versatility and controllability. I think was what I was saying with this ball in the comparisons video. Control is literally the definition of this bowling ball. It's clean through the front part of the lane, but it's an angular smooth ball. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like that's exactly how it feels. You get it to the friction, you feel like it's going to hook, but like it actually has a slower motion off of it, and it retains energy super well. So I think this ball deserves to be in the fire category.
I 100% agree. I originally gave this one a fire. I'm also going to keep it there. Kind of going to your point, it almost to me is like the big brother of like a Crown Victory, where it's like smooth through the fronts, but still smooth off spot, and like still has that angularness, but still control. Now we're going to go ahead and throw that in Infinity Quest next. That's in oil. Ooh. Yeah. Oh boy.
I feel like it plays really long in the middle part of the lane, but then plays pretty short.
But the moment you touch the friction, it's like, whee! I will say that's probably a little bit of topography here as well. Like the gutter tends to hook here. So even on a house shot, it looks like you're bowling on short. Like,
oh god, yeah.
It's better. Yeah. Whew. Jeez, I could have knocked down 20 pins.
I think this Infinity Quest was a lot better than the original Infinity Quest, the solid version.
I really enjoyed the OG Infinity.
Yeah.
The Beyond, not so much, but this one kind of reminds me of the OG Infinity a little bit, which I feel like was an underrated ball for sure. It's like big, strong, but still has a weakness to it or smoothness.
Right. It gets to the front part of the lane because it is a pro cover, but it's not super shiny. It's not.
No. Oh
wow.
Yeah, wow.
Throwing pins around.
Yes, sir. I got a little forward off my hand, but it's still quick enough to get off of it.
Initially, I gave this ball a fire, and I honestly haven't thrown it a ton after that. I feel like ball motion's been pretty good, regardless of if it's on sport or house. So I think this ball deserves to be in the fire category. I feel like it's kind of a little bit overlooked because I feel like when this ball came out, there was a ton of bowling balls that were just kind of in that spot and looked a little bit better, I'd say. Overall, I feel like this ball motion's really good and it kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah, I originally gave it a fire. I'm going to keep it there as well. I do think that this one is going to be good on sport more than we think too, just because it has that smoothness to it. So I think once they start to hook and break down, like this ball will still give you control when you're trying to play that inner flatter part of the lane. So
I agree.
Now we're going to go ahead and throw the Sigma Tour Pearl next.
All right, this has been one of my favorite motive balls.
Yes.
That have come out.
If not my favorite motive ball I've ever thrown.
This ball I feel like has been really good.
As we say that.
a little bit of friction. But I was like, it saw the friction, but it wasn't like quick sideways to it.
Yeah.
It's clean and quick, but it's like, it's still round. It has more of a round shape, which I like.
For sure. Again, a little spinny, but sometimes it's a miss. I've liked it too because I feel like this is still a quick enough ball to get off of like the internal kind of push on a lot of, sports or really house shots, but thrown it a lot on house and it is very blendy.
Oh, I love it. I agree.
See, you got it to the friction, but it was gentle to it.
Right, I agree.
Not a lot of shiny balls are like that.
I've thrown it at Macy East and I see the same exact thing.
First time I got it right and it didn't really hook.
Didn't hook?
So I'm okay with that though.
Yeah. Oh, that's right and spinny.
Yeah.
That was very poor execution. For a more rev dominant bowler, I feel like you would gravitate towards something like this on the weaker end of the bag because it gets down lane, but it's not going to be sideways.
Yeah.
It has that weaker shape, but still round and controllable.
Yep.
And for someone that's rev dominant, I feel like that's something you really need to look for.
Yes.
Initially, I gave this ball a nuts. I thoroughly enjoyed the ball motion when we threw it at Macy East on the house shot there, and I've thrown this quite a bit. I feel like this ball is like a perfect bottom of the bag, weak and sharp, but still has that smoothness to it, and ultimately really controllable, especially with someone that has a little bit higher rev rate. I feel like this ball doesn't deserve anywhere else but the nuts category. This ball has been really good, and probably one of my favorite balls from Motive, outside of like the Vocus Theory. I feel like that ball's been really, really good, but this ball definitely fits in nuts category.
Yeah, for me, I originally gave this one a fire. I'm gonna keep it there. This one was tough for me because this was like definitely floating in between nuts and fire, but at the end of the day, I still feel like for me, most of the time, like I do have to slow down. That's like the one negative I would say, but again, I'm a speed dominant player and that's what I have to do. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw the IQ Tour Sapphire next. So curious to see how this would look on this because it's definitely on that quicker side, but
it's like this ball and the Sigma Tour Pearl have been my go-to back and forth, clean, sharp category.
Yep.
But
I feel like this
on
one's just a little quicker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It definitely is. That's where I differ, like where I'm throwing it.
Yeah. Oh, hook. Yeah. See, like that would have been a little lazier off of it for sure. So.
I think the Sapphire, it has that controllable shape, but it definitely retains more energy and is a little quicker in friction than the Sigma.
Like you can tell it's an IQ, but you can also tell it's a shiny ball at the same time.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't think the Sapphire is quite as sideways as the Ruby was.
No, I do think.
But it still has a quickness to it. That was a little forward off my hand. Didn't quite get the rotation that I needed to make the corner, but
shiny balls are going to exaggerate and kind of emphasize that a little bit more.
Not early enough to get off the spot. Oh my gosh!
Shakers.
You know a ball's good. You know a ball's good when you can throw messengers like that.
See it? Yeah. nice. It's definitely that ball where I can feel like I can just soften up with it and really just like try to catch it as much as I want to without it like feeling like it's going to be too much most of the time. Yeah, this ball for me, so good.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think I gave this ball a fire originally. I think this ball definitely fits in the fire category. I feel like it's just the bottom of the bag, kind of controllable but still clean when you need it to be. Overall, I feel like ball motion is really good. I think it is a little overpriced for where it fits in the bag. With it being as weak as it is, it definitely has a really high price point for it. So I feel like that's where some people kind of like go away from it a little bit. But ball motion speaks for itself. It's gonna be that good. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer.
I originally gave this one a potato. I'm definitely changing that. I'm pushing it up to a fire for sure. When I first threw it, didn't really match up super well with it, but that's why you can't just judge it off of one time, which at the end of the day, that's why we do these, is to kind of give them a second chance. And this is definitely one of my second chance balls for sure. Ever since I've thrown it since the review, I feel like I've just had the world with it. I mean, even like today, like again, like I could miss right, but still miss in, and somehow still the ball does the right thing both times. So definitely a fire for today.
If you guys are enjoying the content and want to support what we do over here at Virtue Bowling Supply, make sure to check the link down below and check out our used ball category, where you can find professionally resurfaced bowling balls with as little as 1 game on them. And don't forget to make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.